I got the door weather stripping on and the B-pillar, the rear window pillar weather stripping on. I've got what left on the weather stripping is this A-pillar, the window pillar. I've got to put it on. I've got the T-tops back on, held down. I mounted on the locking tabs, redid those and remounted those with new screws, and did the final adjustments on the T-tops. So they're on just setting to make sure everything's locked down. I've got the outer door seals installed. New outer door seals, the ones we're missing, on both sides. There's the weather stripping mounted all the way around on the door, all the way around. Like I said, I just got to do that right there, mount it. Got everything buttoned up right now. And it's gotten cold, so any dye work that I'm doing is kind of temporarily on hold. Hang on just a second, let me show you. 10 ohm speakers are mounted there and there, and the dash pad is mounted over the old dash, so it's ready to go. I've got the wiring harness, the speaker harness on order, so when that gets in, then I can go ahead and do the connections to the speaker and then get this ready to be remounted back into the car. It's best, I found that it's best to, and I don't know how well you're gonna see this, it's best to get that pad mounted in with all of this out of the way. So all this down and everything, because you get a better angle of attack to get the pad in, because with everything up in place, it's impossible, I think, to get that pad out. So I'm leaving everything undone right now. I still haven't done the steering wheel, and I still haven't worked on the center console. What I've been doing is I've been focusing on the door weather strip. My next step, once I get these window weather strips installed and get that locked down, is I've got the vapor barrier and sound deadener that I'm going to install in here on the window. On the doors. And once I've gotten that all buttoned up, well, before I get that buttoned up, I've got to plug the battery back in, run the windows up, get those adjusted on the weather stripping, and then once I have that, locked it down, put the weather strip or the vapor barrier on and get it all tied down, and then I can focus on the door cards, and then the doors will be done. And while I'm waiting on certain things to occur with regards to that, like I was telling you earlier, it's gotten cold, so I can't really do any dyeing right now on anything. So working on some trim pieces is kind of on hold, but I can focus on repairing certain things. So when I get these doors ready to get the vapor barrier on, I'm going to pause with that, and then I'll focus on the steering column. I have no idea how this got where the telescope does not lock down. I know you remove this, and I know there's a plunger, and I know when this turns and it pushes on that plunger, that's what locks it and keeps it from moving. But I've taken it apart, and I can't see what on earth they did when they took this steering column apart. And the reason why they took it apart is because the paint and body guy, one of the first things he did was lose the key. He is an elderly man. He's retired, and so I could forgive him. But he put a new cylinder. He re-cylindered it, And so to do that, he got all in here, and I think he put something wrong. If anybody knows, please let me know. So I'm not chasing my tail trying to figure this out, because I am going to get in here and blow this all back up, and I guess get down into the steering system itself, into where the cylinder's at, and see what's missing. I don't know. So that's where I'm going to be working. This will be the last video for a little while, because we're getting into the holiday season, and I got family things to attend to. So you guys be safe. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And this is the original ship. I'll catch you next time. Bye.